Come on, y'all. Come on, y'all. Come on, y'all. It's land. It's land. All right, Paula, let's go.
Who would
Be all
like
the way there.
who would like to do the 411 on In the Heights? I mean, we've covered In the Heights up and down this channel.
The Heights has the best music I have ever heard in a musical. In all the years that I've been seeing musicals, every 5 minutes I was just elated with the sounds coming into my ears. And living in New York, I think that it did a wonderful job of painting a picture of what it's like to be in this environment. So overall, I think it was fantastic. I give it a 10. I think it's one of the best movie adaptations of a musical that I've seen in a long time, and it's very creative. And I just loved it. I can't say enough about In the Heights.
Yes. So I liked it. I liked In the Heights quite a lot. I just had fun. Just to echo what was just previously said, the music. It's so catchy, and that's all Lin-Manuel Miranda's genius behind it. And yeah, the songs are just so catchy, so memorable. It's one of those movies that, if I'm going to be completely transparent here, my first viewing of the movie, I wasn't necessarily overwhelmingly I didn't love it at first. It took a couple of viewings for it to grow on me. And I very much appreciate it. I appreciate the Latino representation in it. I appreciate the U.S. Latino experience, which isn't often depicted as often in a big picture, especially like a Warner Brothers big studio thing. I've been vocal about this. I have no issues with non-Latinos directing Latino films. I don't think directors in general should be limited to what they can direct or what they can create or what stories they can tell. And overall, I mean, I just loved it. It's a celebration of dreams, it's a celebration of heritage, and it was refreshing for once to see a Latino movie without necessarily a Latino antagonist, and for the antagonist in this movie to be literally just the government or the systemic racism that we have to go through. It was quite refreshing to see. So overall, I had a good time with it. I do not love it. I didn't give it a perfect score because I did have some issue with some of the characters. Some of them were just too thin layer for me, and I thought at one point they were trying to juggle too much. That it does expand in terms of the runtime. But other than that, I had a great time with it, and I'm probably gonna watch it again when it comes out in physical media. Well, I'm gonna buy it because my quote's in it, so I have to.
Órale, mírala.
No, I thought it was good. People may be surprised that I'm saying that. My issues always had to do with the fact that, and I thought it would be good. I thought Jon Chu was the right director for it. My issues had to do with the messaging of that this was the second coming of Christ, and this was going to open doors. If we all go see it and it makes $100 million, it's going to open so many doors for us. And I'm like, I've been doing this for 15 years. There have been at least 3 or 4 films that we've been told that. And, not just me, but a lot of filmmakers, we struggle always to get our own stuff made. So the hysteria around it at the beginning was pretty outrageous to me. And anytime I hear, when there's a bandwagon film like that, I tend to stay away from. But I did watch it because I was very familiar with the music because my daughter is a huge musical fan. I knew she was going to watch it. So, and I thought they did a great job. That wasn't my issue. My issue was, we never promote films with Latinos directors. And here was a Latino film with a non-Latino director that we were promoting the hell out of it. They went so far as to have organizations buy out theaters to inflate the box office. And I thought, as a filmmaker, I would be pretty insulted by that. and we were all like told to jump on that bandwagon. And so, you know, my problems aren't with the film; it's with the hysteria around the film. You know, I had people that came after me, actor friends of mine that came after me that says I wasn't being supportive, you know, because I said there wasn't a Latino director. But then, you know, a week later, when the Afro Latinx community came out against the film, those same actors that were critical of me jumped on that bandwagon. You know what I mean? So I was really surprised by that. I was like, wait a minute, I thought we were all supposed to be supportive, and now you have this Afro Latinx community coming out against the film, and now you guys are telling me that we can't support it because it doesn't represent. And you know, I always have a problem when vloggers or bloggers are seeking Hollywood to represent them in a way that they find appropriate. My attitude is go fund and get your own film made. So then I ended up finding myself defending the film, you know, when that came out, and I was just like, all this is a bunch of nonsense. If people enjoy the film and it does well, then great. I mean, one of the actresses from that film is now Batgirl. That is a win. That's a win for our community. So, and she would not have been Batgirl had she not been in the Heights. And yeah, exactly. So I think that's where the wins come, and I think that needs to be said. And you know, the way this business works, you know, the people that have the biggest opinions about it know the least about it. And so that's, you know, usually where I get into trouble, you know. So I think, but at the same time, we need to kick reality and be like, okay, the movie's coming out, let's all support it, and then let the audience decide whether or not it's authentic. As soon as you label authentic on any Latino project, it's already not authentic.
Okay. Wow. I didn't think you guys were gonna get all, you know, and all of that is true. What you guys are saying.
Oh, and I love Jimmy Smits in it. I love seeing Jimmy Smits in it.
Yes.
Yeah.
He was
So yeah. Okay. In the Heights. It's too long. I had a good time, but it was too long. Why was it too long? Because they added more fucking characters and bogged down bad politics that really was just so, it had nothing to do with the immigrant story. This was an immigrant American story, and then you had something that wasn't in the musical in the film. It was horrible. That was my only thing. Other than that, it's a delight. The music is awesome. The performances are awesome. But yeah, man, anything over 2 hours, I'm just like, are we done yet? But in serio, just amazing performances. I wasn't too. I was one of the guys that thought Melissa Becerra, is that her name? Was miscast. I would have liked someone, you know, that actually wasn't Mexican to be in that role. I thought everyone else was perfect. I thought everyone's energies were perfect. But that's just me. I had a good time. Go see the film. There's nothing overtly, you know, and you know the political slant that I'm talking about. It's really minor. So you know, listen, you know, I'm one who's just so tired of politics in my films and my entertainment, being told how to think and how to act. I don't want to hear it. But you know, I just think, you know, when you add these you know, these agenda subplots, it can really screw with the magic that was already there. And that's my only take from In the Heights. Other than that, it was a, you know, a fantastic musical.
Come on, y'all. Come on, y'all. Come on, y'all. The slam. The slam. All right, Paula, let's go.